than you might realize. So I'm in the Peach R&D Discord, and I go and read Polish's write-ups and stuff, but I can't see what people said right after unless I like jump to it, start to scroll down. Somebody's talking about something irrelevant. This other guy doesn't know what he's talking. You know what I mean? It's just not the same as it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was
Harry Styles said it best, man. You know it's not the same as it was?
Yeah, well said. What a line. Would it be a Falcon main to have that organized of a Discord?
I know, yeah. Shoutouts to Chef Roch, man. Or Chef Rock. Honestly, one of the just like overall goats of modern Melee. Oh, beautiful block string. That's like OG fighting game stuff.
There's a lot of sliding and jumping going on right now. Is that originally when I asked how does 2saint versus Icies play, I mostly meant the game plan, the style of the game.
Oh, I see. Yeah, definitely in the air more.
That makes
which
sense.
kind of like
what I was thinking about, because that's more traditional.
Yeah.
And then 2saint's not a traditional puff, so I didn't know if there's a huge change.
The kind of the way this matchup manifests itself is that Icies is very good at covering straight in front and behind and straight above, but they're very bad at covering the 45-degree angles from above, right?
Sure.
Which is why moves like Falcon Knee are just absolutely busted, and Peach forward air. And Puff obviously can use her drift to come in at that angle.
Especially with back air, which is a little bit lower, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But Icies can use their wave dash to position themselves directly under Puff and counter hit with up air.
I see what you're saying. Or maybe like a crouch cancel situation.
Yeah.
Depending on the percent, yeah.
So we'll see how that ends up manifesting itself here and which one of these players end up winning that battle.
One of my favorite pieces of little matchup is I like when the Puffs do the pound to just like on the Icies because you know that they can't really punish it. I think it's funny. But now pound is like known in every matchup. It's used a lot more generally, but I think pound has been a staple of Icies versus Puff for a long time. That's definitely, yeah. Pretty much an even game. Yeah, of course, JJM very content to stay on the ground. That's what you have to do as Icies. They are not platform characters.
And that's where their movement's the best, right?
Oh, definitely. All they really have is that it's almost like a step dash in a traditional fighter, the wave dash.
Oh. I love JJM's pressure with the Ice Climbers. He's like very much the spirit of Fly Amanita
agreed.
type player, just using all of the tools in the toolkit. The spirit of Wobbles as well.
Wow, and he even does the get-up attack so that the backup climber does not have a chance to retaliate.
Unstales her back air.
Oh, true! Which is obviously a huge tool in this matchup. We'll be seeing a lot more of those.
There you go. Crouch cancel.
Crouch cancel and a wave dash forward down smash gets a fair bit of damage.
Should be a kill.
Okay, pretty even game. Who's more explosive in punish game in this matchup? I guess it is Icies, huh? I mean, because you have the rest from Puff, but it doesn't come up that often.
Yeah. I mean, Puff can sometimes get like just one of those brutal separations into back air, back air, back air, back air.
Did you curse?
Oh.
Okay, luckily we've got a lot of jumps. Yep, smart knowing that the pound will push them back far enough. JJM's been pretty proficient at using the forward air to knock Puff to the ground and start a tech chase or get an immediate hit.
Yeah, definitely makes sense because most times you're not going to get like a big string in the air, right? So it makes sense to ground Puff and try and get some kind of string from there. Nice tomahawk there.
Little dash attack action. Oh, I like the get-up attack. Seems like a pretty good edge guard. Able to kill the backup climber and get a bunch of percent on the main one.
Yeah, this is pretty much a done game.
It certainly is. Okay, forward smash doesn't do it, but no punish, of course. A little too much lag from the, what's it, Squall Hammer? Is that the name of it?
That was very strange.
Back air will do the trick.
Nice.
I'm assuming that the dissatisfaction from 2saint is coming from some controller mishaps.
It would be so funny if he just won this tournament. He was like, yeah, man, my controller. Like,
I couldn't shield a wave dash.
It's just that much better than everyone else.
I think there's a number of things you can do as Puff that don't require that. I think if you're an Icies trying not to wave dash, you are I guess the technical term is boned.
Yeah.
Screwed. Out of luck.
Okay. Yeah, we're already seeing the pounds come out from 2saint.
Yeah, there's a lot. It has a lot of uses for sure.
Yeah.
You drag it across the ground at them. Forward smash, maybe just meant to be a falling aerial, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it has just been so many moves from 2saint, and still the percent's almost even. I guess it must be the backup climber that's taken a bunch of the hits.
Yeah.
Which is kind of good. I actually don't hear it very often, but having a different percent on each climber is pretty useful. Because if you hit them with the same move, one goes farther than the other, and it sort of acts as its own type of separation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Falcon Knee does that all the time.
Yeah, very important
Yeah.
for Falcon, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it must not be a consistent issue for 2saint, because occasionally we do see, like, a shield into wave dash or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, up smash does not quite do it.
Another up air. Puff is actually really good at keeping the climbers above her in the rare situation when that actually happens in this matchup.
Yeah. I mean, Icies have just terrible, terrible aerial drift. The only reason it's not talked about that often is because they still do have some, in a sense, mobility to get up into the air, and the fact that they can wave dash and then just jump.
Mm-hmm. Should be a kill.
Yep, it sure is. And it is 3 stocks apiece here in game 2.
The Squall Hammer in between stocks, often used just to make sure that Nana just doesn't...
she doesn't taunt?
Yeah.
It was a fun piece of tech. Yeah.
That's the Nintendo from back in the day.
Yeah. I do find it amusing that both of the characters with the ridiculous wave dashes, Icies and Luigi, they both spin in between stocks.
Oh, yeah.
It's silly, but it's true. Both have to either get their juice or avoid a taunt.
Yeah, I love that get-up attack that he does when the ice climbers go for the air dodge there. That's very, like, axe edge-guarding Marth.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
the same kind of vibe,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It seems really good. The Icies can't both make it back. Yeah. I don't know if the stream's also having a little bit of droppage. If that happens in the future, I will move over and watch the game from 2saint's CRT.
Yeah, I can do the same.
Tell you what's going on.
Okay, we got a baby lead here from JJM.
Okay. Yep, unfortunate air dodge. Oh, I just realized I can see what's happening before it happens by looking at the CRT.
Yeah.
Not that synced. Few back airs.
Nice CC there.
Yeah. By the time the third back air was a pattern, so JJM knew what was coming.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was one of the rare cases where power shielding that was worse than normal shielding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power shielding, I don't know. I feel like I get screwed for that pretty often. I've never noticed until this moment the face that the climbers make when they're getting pummeled.
Oh, yeah.
They have the little, like, carrot eyes. Pretty funny.
Okay. Little solo climber action here. Nice. I think the Nair there was for damage. I'm pretty sure Nair does more damage.
Good to know. Okay, and that is... Oh, I thought I heard the noise. We might audio desync too, huh? Yep, that is the end of that stock. Yeah, that's what we heard.
The follow-up forward smash.
So we're at 1 stock apiece.
Sequel.
The sequel smash. Okay, trying to use the Nair to zone. JJM able to recognize it, go in and get the grab.
My man 2saint is mashing for his life right now.
Yeah. Oh, I like the plat grab. Wow. Definitely picking the cool-off back throw option.
Yeah, for sure.
It even wasn't even a guaranteed back throw, but...
Yeah, that's what I mean when it feels like JJM is just more seasoned at these floaty matchups. Like, it feels like he has those things on lock that you're not really seeing other... Even Slug, you're not really seeing him do that in these matchups in the same way.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we are 1-1.
Yep.
Heading into a Dreamland game. 2saint has disappeared from the player camp. It's just hands now. 2 hands.
The controller's taking on a mind of itself.
Well, at least you get like a close-up view of the way the mashing is. Okay, strong 40% on Puff.
Yes. That is one of the benefits of Ice Climbers in this matchup. It's like when you do get a grab, you do get a solid amount of damage, even if it doesn't always convert to a kill.
You know what I'm impressed with is usually when I don't want to say when a handoff is kind of dropped and they don't get the up smash, there's just kind of nothing. JJM actually has like a backup plan. Was able to go up there and get the upper. That's pretty rare. Usually just nothing happens.
Yeah, I forget. Who was he playing earlier that we were talking about that? Mott Money.
Yeah.
Where he was dropping the handoffs, but still kind of had a plan B.
Yeah. When your mistakes become mix-ups, that's good stuff.
Absolutely. And that's an important skill to practice recovery, right? Because there's so many times that you mess up in Melee, it's just such a high execution game.
Yeah.
That you should be good at that skill of like, okay, what happens when I do mess up, you know? Okay.
Yeah, okay, so 2saint, again, we said in a previous match, likes to use that forward smash as sort of an anti-air because he low profile a little. I think he's trying to use it versus some Ice Climber down airs, which is a novel idea to me, especially because that down air is so disjointed.
Yeah, and Puff's forward smash, like, deceptively active and deceptively hard to punish.
And deceptively strong.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
It's way better of a move than you would think, yeah.
Really liking the movement here from JJM. Just managing to bait Puff, which isn't something you would imagine the Wave Dash characters are very good at.
Yeah. I mean, this has been a solid amount of damage for the solo climber. Really, anything you can get is good.
Okay, up air should clean it up.
Yeah, I mean, we're sort of on pace for timeout. Now, that doesn't mean that I think it's going to time out, but I do think that means in this matchup in particular, whoever's behind will feel a little bit of pressure.
Yes.
Because you don't want it to just stall out for a while. Yeah, JJM does sort of have these like punishes where it's either huge or totally fine and no punish happens, which is better than I think a lot of Icies can say for that situation of a handoff in the middle of the stage. In the middle of the stage, a lot of Icies will just settle for a single smash attack. But JJM sort of has this other type of flowchart now. Crouch cancel down smash going to finish the stock. And now actually a huge lead for JJM in this matchup.
This is big.
Oh! And it kills.
It's a death.
I take it back.
Okay. Wow, back air grab.
Yeah, I mean 15%. I thought there was going to be 0% on that
too.
punish. It's still a really fast mash. 2saint been very good at mashing.
Oh, nice CC there. Crucial CC, actually. I'm surprised 2saint didn't just rest him, like, raw off Double Blizzard, but...
2saint definitely does find rests in those skirmish situations.
Oh, absolutely. Nice read. Yeah, like, the Blizzard is such key pressure when Puff is on the ground. It's very cool that JJM has kind of used that as a way to follow up off of whatever the escape from that pressure is afterwards.
Probably the coolest pressure on the ground. Like, at least 0 degrees Celsius, maybe lower.
Well, it has to be freezing.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Sometimes my mind feels something and it just goes for
That's
it.
okay.
I can't control it.
We're here.
Yeah, we've all moved on now, right? Oh, misses a rest. There was an opportunity for one. 2 forward smash. That is a lot of damage. Was it 8, right? Is that 36 damage? I guess 18 on each. Makes sense.
I thought he was going to do the desync where Nana charges the forward smash, and then right after the forward smash hits, you grab.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I guess it's only marginally more damage because you're still getting, and they're both fully charged.
That's right.
So you probably have to, maybe you do that when they're at low percent so that you can do the sort of like forward air to spike them down other shenanigans. But at the high percent, it might, well, that was actually really low percent, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, it was. It was 8. All right, well, that theory's gone. More consistent damage when you're up.
It's all right.
That's what I'm going with.
JJM won the game.
True. And now JJM is up 2-1 in the set. True. Going into a Battlefield game. 2saint standing there menacingly.
He's just standing there.
On the side platform. Lands the first hit. It worked.
Okay.
Coming in with an up air. Huh. I guess that's pretty good because it's got to be, I don't want to say plus, pretty good frame data wise. Especially when you hit so late like that.
Yeah. Okay.
2saint charging up their power once again
on
the side plat. I think 2saint, similar to the last set we watched, may have resigned themselves to playing a more slow-paced game.
Yes.
And I think part of the advantage of 2saint playing a little bit faster than the other puffs, just faster in general, is that the slowdown is more of a shock, right?
Yes.
Like it's a more effective switch. And 2saint has shown proficiency in playing the slower versions of the same matchups.
Actually, one of the goats of playing like that, former Philadelphian Cactuar.
True.
Right? Where he would just like throw 15 billion moves at you, and he's like, okay, I'm going to stand in place now.
Yeah. Which was the hardest thing to beat, honestly.
Yes, it's still hard for me to beat.
Yeah. I played Cactuar a number of times, and every time felt like any option I chose, although I knew it could work, never did.
Yep.
For some reason.
So, looks like 2saint employing a bit of that himself here, and getting an early lead for it. So, okay.
Little up smash action.
Not quite a kill yet.
And I think that maybe one of the benefits of this slower style is that 2saint's going to just hold on to the stock for a longer, like not even like longer percent-wise, like a longer duration. And the pressure that JJM's going to feel to try to make things happen will only increase as time goes on. We talked about last game, how it was like on pace to timeout, and that actually mattered even if it's not going to timeout. I mean, that's the case if 2saint's going to stand on the side platform and drop through back air every 10 seconds.
Yes. I mean, this is how HBox was choosing to play the matchup, like back when Chu was kind of on his come up and wobbling was legal, right?
Well, I think it's really hard for Icies to fight this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can see why that was the choice against Chu.
And this is certainly the Michael 41 billion strategy. So.
Yeah. I mean, you really can like fly around. And what are they going to do? They have to commit so hard to get what? A pair of up airs that do a few percent each?
Yep.
And then if you just weave around them, it could lead to that huge edge guard or something.
Yeah, as long as you're not getting grabbed, you're not getting like big damage when you're getting hit, you know?
Yeah. I guess the one downside of being on the plats is that you're always near an edge, so if they do grab you, it's a handoff. That is a shame that the backup climber decided to... they had so much to live for.
Yeah.
Instead, just throws it away. Yep, 2saint taking it easy. I unironically think this is a more consistent way to play the matchup.
Absolutely. It's a very potent strategy.
Spectator-friendly, question mark?
The classics are classics for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. I have to tell you, when I play Fox, I love when they just let me shoot him a bunch. So I get it. I get it. I'm perfectly happy to stay on the other side. And part of it, too, is that because a wave dash is, what, 10 frames of lag, I think?
Yes.
Plus whatever your jump squat is. Icies is 3, up on frame 4, so it's 14. Which with the low buffer of melee is borderline reactable as is. So when you add in posturing and the fact that they have to jump or something after, you may be able to stay on the side platform and react to them coming toward you in a meaningful way.
Yeah. Very valid point.
Also, thanks to the speed of this matchup, I had time to do the math for you live on stream. Not just you, but the whole audience.
Yeah.
Oh, a different strategy.
Oh?
The Icies stay on the top platform.
Yes.
I guess it kind of makes sense because you can launch yourself off in either direction. The only problem is what happens when Puff gets under you.
Down throw, back air?
Yeah.
Nice.
You get both hits that you get a little bit of knockback stacking for some extra knockback.
The two hammers, it really is brutal.
Yeah.
Trail famously says that Icies is Ganondorf with hammers.
Huh.
So that's why he plays both.
I think, I have to admit, I think the similarities kind of end in the strength.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people like big knockback. I get it. I know I did when I was younger. I loved me some Bowser when I was a casual.
Okay. We've got 2saint continuing to take it slow here versus the solo climber. Makes sense. Milk it for what it's worth. I mean, people used to theorize back in the day, like, this was the OP way to beat Ice Climbers, right? Like, you kill the Nana, and then you actually just leave Popo forever and force them to, like, choose whether or not to actually just SD the stock away or not.
And eventually, many Ice Climbers do choose to SD the stock because they're not, they can't make any progress if it is to continue like this.
Yeah. Not a kill just yet.
Yeah. And the thing about this matchup, one of the things that started that discussion where it's like, why not just a ledge grab limit and why not like a closer to center stage limit, is Puff does not even need to grab the ledge to stall in this matchup.
Yes.
You can just, you don't have to go to a plat, you can just jump.
Mm-hmm.
You jump, you are throwing time off the clock.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever remember watching that sped up footage of the grand finals that Axe and HBox played at Genesis, where Hungrybox literally just went from side platform to side platform to side platform to side platform. Yeah, I mean, that strategy is perfectly viable here in this matchup for sure.
Well, with 2 minutes left, I have a hard time imagining, without some huge handoffs, JJM getting both stocks. Like, I can see, this won't make logical sense, but if you don't think about it long enough, it will.
Okay.
I think it's easier to see 2saint not winning than it is to see 2saint losing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
2saint could just exist and probably win the game, but only by the factor of not losing, like by default.
Yeah. Nice tomahawk there. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, we got. Oh, that's good damage. We're only 20%. We're only 10% away.
Okay, hold on.
It's a 6% difference. We've got a game again.
Okay. JJM playing it very smart, using blizzards and up airs to control the ground.
And JJM has the lead. How did this happen? 2saint was up. I cursed 2saint. I feel bad for commentator cursing 2saint.
It's very, I mean, one grab and this is over, right? Down throw up smash.
Yeah. Oh boy. With Icies together, that one caveat. The forward smash did it. After so much effort in that game.